Rest deeply while remaining aware, noticing the calm between thoughts. Begin by lying down in a position that allows your body to feel fully supported, as if the surface beneath you is doing all the work for you. Allow the head, neck, shoulders, spine, hips, legs, and feet to be held without effort. Let the arms rest naturally, hands loose, fingers relaxed. Gently close the eyes and invite attention to turn inward. There is nothing to achieve, nothing to monitor, nothing to control. This practice is an invitation into the subtle space between sleep and wakefulness, where the nervous system restores itself deeply, while awareness remains quietly present. Begin by noticing the simple fact of being supported. Feel the weight of the body sinking downward, responding to gravity without resistance. There is no need to hold yourself up in any way. Allow the muscles to release their work. Bring awareness to the breath, noticing it as it moves naturally in and out of the body. Do not adjust it. Simply observe the inhale arriving and the exhale leaving, guided by the body's own intelligence. With each exhale, feel a subtle letting go, as though the body remembers how to rest when given permission. As the breath continues, allow awareness to soften. There is no need to focus sharply or drift away completely. Let attention hover gently, like resting on the edge of sleep while remaining aware. This balance is natural and does not require effort. Bring awareness to the sensations of the body as a whole. Notice heaviness, warmth, softness, or perhaps a floating sensation. Whatever you notice is exactly right. The nervous system is shifting toward parasympathetic dominance, not through effort, but through safety and stillness. Bring gentle awareness to the head and face. Notice the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, and the jaw. Allow these areas to rest completely, free from expression. The eyes sink back into their sockets, the jaw loosens, the tongue rests comfortably. This signals to the nervous system that vigilance is no longer required. Thoughts may begin to slow or take on a dreamlike quality. Allow this without resistance. You do not need to follow thoughts or push them away. Awareness remains quietly present behind them. Guide awareness down into the neck and shoulders. Feel how these areas are supported. On each exhale, allow the shoulders to drop a little more, releasing any subtle readiness or tension. The upper body begins to feel heavier, as though melting into the surface beneath you. This heaviness is a sign of deepening rest. Bring attention to the arms, noticing their weight. Feel the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers fully supported. The arms no longer need to do anything. The hands rest open and relaxed. Awareness remains present even as the body lets go more fully. Bring awareness to the chest and heart area. Notice the gentle rise and fall of the breath. Allow the chest to soften and widen slightly, not as an effort, but as a natural response to safety. The breath becomes smooth and unhurried. The heart rhythm and breath rhythm begin to synchronize, supporting regulation throughout the nervous system. Move awareness into the upper back and spine. Sense how the back is held along its entire length. Imagine each vertebra resting comfortably, the muscles alongside the spine releasing their effort. Feel the back melting downward, supported completely. There is no need to maintain posture. surface beneath you provides all the stability required. Bring awareness into the abdomen and belly. Notice the natural movement with each breath. Allow the belly to rise and fall freely, signaling safety and rest to the nervous system. There is nothing to protect here. The organs rest comfortably, supported by breath and gravity. As the body relaxes, awareness may begin to feel more diffuse, less localized. This is natural. Allow attention to widen rather than narrowing. Bring awareness to the lower back, hips, and pelvis. These areas often hold deep patterns of holding and protection. Feel the weight here, grounded and stable. Allow the hips to sink downward, fully supported. The nervous system responds to this grounding by settling more deeply. Bring awareness down through the legs, noticing the thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet. The legs grow heavy, still, and relaxed. The feet soften, toes loose and effortless. The entire body is now resting deeply. As physical relaxation deepens, the mind may hover on the edge of sleep. This is intentional. Allow awareness to remain gently present without strain. You may notice that thoughts become fragmented, nonlinear, or dreamlike. Allow this. You do not need to make sense of thoughts in this state. Awareness simply notices that thinking is happening and then returns to sensation or breath naturally. This is the non-sleep deep rest state, where the body receives restoration similar to sleep, while awareness remains quietly awake. Begin to notice the subtle space between breaths, particularly the pause after the exhale. There's a moment of stillness here, a quiet gap where nothing is happening. Rest your awareness lightly in this pause without trying to extend it. Simply notice that stillness naturally exists. This stillness is deeply calming to the nervous system. Notice also the pause at the top of the inhale, brief and gentle. These pauses are natural entry points into deep regulation. Allow awareness to rest in them effortlessly. As awareness rests in these spaces, the body may feel as though it is dissolving into the surface beneath you. Boundaries may soften. You may feel spacious, expansive, or very still. Allow whatever arises. There is no correct experience. The nervous system is unwinding patterns of effort and alertness, guided by safety and stillness. If awareness drifts into sleep for brief moments and then returns, that is perfectly fine. Each return strengthens the capacity to remain aware during deep rest. There's no need to correct or adjust anything. Simply notice when awareness is present. Allow the mind to rest the way the body rests, supported by awareness rather than effort. Bring gentle attention to the sense of being aware itself. Notice that awareness is here, even when thoughts are minimal. This awareness is calm, steady, and spacious. It does not require you to do anything. Rest as this awareness. The nervous system responds to this quality of presence by settling further. Heart rate slows, muscle tone releases, and internal systems shift into restoration and repair. You may notice a sense of timelessness emerging. Time may feel stretched, compressed, or irrelevant. There is no need to track time in this state. Resting outside of clock time is deeply restorative for the nervous system. Allow yourself to fully enter this in-between state, where the mind is not busy and not fully asleep. If sensations or thoughts arise, notice them as gentle movements within a larger field of stillness. There is no need to engage. Awareness remains unchanged. Bring attention again to the breath, noticing how effortless it feels now. The breath moves on its own, smooth and quiet. Each inhale subtly nourishes. Each exhale releases residual tension. The nervous system recalibrates through this rhythm. Imagine now that this state of deep rest and gentle awareness is teaching your system something important, that it can be safe without being alert, present without effort, relaxed without losing awareness. This learning happens beneath conscious thought. You do not need to understand it for it to be effective. Rest here for several moments, allowing the body and nervous system to absorb the effects of non-sleep deep rest. If the mind becomes very quiet, allow that. If subtle images or thoughts float through, allow that too. Everything is welcome. Awareness remains steady and inclusive. Begin to sense how this capacity for deep rest with awareness can be accessed again in the future. You do not need to recreate this entire practice. Simply lying down, closing the eyes, and allowing the body to be supported can begin to bring you back to this state. Let this knowing settle as a felt sense of trust in your system. Now remain resting, aware and still, allowing restoration to continue naturally. There is nothing further you need to do. Continue resting in this